Hey, what's up? So, last night I went and watched Superman. I'm recording this probably like literally a day later from when I went to watch it. I had to sit on it a little bit and think about it because I was hyped for this movie. Like when they first announced this movie, I was already hyped because I've wanted a good Superman movie for a long time. Man of Steel is not that great of a movie. I'm more of a Man of Steel hater than a defender. I'm not the biggest fan of Man of Steel. I think there's some pretty cool shots and it looks cool every now and then. But besides that, the plot in Man of Steel is not very good. Now, I don't want this video to be about Man of Steel at all. I'm just giving my opinion on Man of Steel real quick so you guys understand how I feel about this. So, I've had 2 years of waiting and waiting for this movie. And in the last year, the promotion for this movie has been insane and it's got me more and more and more hyped. This movie was one of the better movies I've seen in a long time. I enjoyed everything about this movie, but literally like two things, if that. This movie was what it was meant to be. This is the best they could have done with what they were given. James Gunn has yet to miss. James Gunn is the man. So all that being said, I don't know. I want to say this is the best movie of the year that I've seen, but Thunderbolts was so amazing that I don't know. This probably is a better movie than Thunderbolts. I just loved Thunderbolts so much. But I would put this ahead of Thunderbolts. I think this is an easy 8.5, maybe even a 9 out of 10 movie. And this is a confident 9 out of 10 for me, 8.5 for me. Like, I don't think I'll ever go lower. And I'm going to go rewatch it soon because I want to have a second watch. But this movie was amazing. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the cast. Almost everybody in this movie was cast perfectly. David Cornsweet's Superman is probably the best Superman on screen we will ever get. Besides Christopher Reeves. Christopher Reeves is the GOAT, and that is Superman. Like, when I think of Superman, that's who I think of. But David Cornsweet is now going to be on the other side of my brain when I hear Superman. Before this movie, when I heard Superman, I thought of David Cornsweet, and I thought of Justice League Unlimited animated movie Superman. Now, David Cornsweet is in those talks. He was an amazing Superman. This is the best representation we've had of Superman since Christopher Reeves, live action wise. Animated, every animated Superman is basically amazing, but yeah, this was beautiful. This was such an amazing movie. Every actor played their part perfectly. Lois Lane was the best Lois Lane we've ever had. I don't care what anybody says. Lois Lane was MVP of this movie. I loved Lois Lane in this movie. Mr. Terrific, insane casting. What an amazing character. He was probably one of my favorite characters of the movie, and he had the best scene in the movie, his fight scene. Guy Gardner wasn't bad. Hawk Girl was kind of eh. I don't think Hawk Girl needed to be in it at all. She really didn't add anything at all, in my opinion. Like, Hawk Girl could have been taken out, and it would have been the same movie. But Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific needed to be in there. Guy Gardner was such a great addition to this movie. But yeah, Hawk Girl, I mean, she played her part well, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Yeah, I mean, gosh, there's so much I could say. The action in this movie, I will be honest, it is like 75% action. Like, there is literally very few scenes. Like, this is one of the main scenes. You see it in the trailer where he's talking to his dad. That is one of the main scenes where it's slowed down and it is a slower pace. But you get right into the action at the beginning of the movie, and you just keep on going to action, to action, to action, and it is amazing. These shots are shot so well. Him flying looked goofy in the trailer or whatever. It looked so great in the movie. It was amazing. The CGI didn't look terrible. There was like a few scenes where I was watching it and I saw the CGI and it kind of brought me out of the movie. But besides that, the CGI was amazing. Like, there was so much CGI in this movie and it was so well done. So, some performances I loved. Of course, David Cornsweet gave one of the best performances of the year, I would say. I mean, he was amazing. Lois Lane was amazing in this movie. Rachel Brosnan. Who else? Skyler. Let me see real quick. His name's like Skyler something. He played Jimmy Olsen, and he was amazing. Yeah, this guy. He was amazing as Jimmy Olsen. Oh, also, Metamorpho. What a great character. I've always loved Metamorpho. I thought he was so cool looking, and that made me love him. But what a great addition to the movie. He was in the movie way more than I thought he was going to be, and he was amazing in every single scene. I hope we get more of him. Mr. Terrific, of course, he's probably like top 3 best characters in this movie. I would personally say the best characters in this movie are Superman, Mr. Terrific, then Lex Luthor. Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor is without a doubt the best Lex Luthor we've ever had on screen. Without a doubt. He was amazing as Lex Luthor. Like, straight out of a comic book. What he was saying, what he was doing, his mannerisms, straight out of a comic book. What a great, great casting. So yeah, he's definitely number 3. And then, like I've been saying, wherever she's at, Lois Lane, number 4 probably. But yeah, what a great movie. Like, I can't stress this enough. Everybody, if you are watching this, you need to go see this movie in theaters. Get this movie popping. Like, get this movie's box office numbers up. Such an amazing movie. And I don't even want to talk about spoilers, because I literally just want you guys to go experience this. It got me so hyped for the rest of the DCU, or DCEU, or whatever you want to call it. Because next year, we have Supergirl coming out, and I'm really excited for that now. I wasn't that excited, but I like Lobo, and Lobo's in there. I've never really liked Supergirl. I mean, she's an okay character. I've just always liked Superman better, I guess. Except the TV show Supergirl. I watched that, and it was pretty good. But this got me more hyped for that. So yeah, I'll go into a little bit about the spoilers. I won't do a lot of spoilers, but this, right now, spoiler warning, probably for the rest of the video. But yeah. So, the beginning of the movie opens with an action scene, and it's the shot in the trailer with Superman getting his butt kicked across Antarctica, and he lands in a hole. And Krypto's got to save him and bring him back to the Ice Fortress. It was a crazy opening because I did not expect it to open that way. I thought we were going to get the Clark Kent scenes at the beginning. That's another thing. Clark Kent's in this movie for probably 5% of it, if that. He's hardly ever in this movie. David Cornsweet is only Superman, really, ever. Anyways, yeah, it opens with that, and I actually kind of like the opening. Yeah, I don't want to talk about spoilers too much. I will say, there is one big cameo in here. Of course, Bradley Cooper plays Superman's dad, which was kind of weird to see him just pop up as his dad, but he is his dad. He's in there for literally like 10 minutes, but he is a big part of the plot. I won't say what that means because I really don't want to spoil it, but they do change one thing, and I know a lot of OG Superman fans are gonna hate it, and Superman's dad is a big part of the plot. Like, Superman's real dad, like birth dad, not Pa Kent. Like, Superman's dad is a huge part of the plot, and you'll see what I mean when you watch it, but they do change something about him and his mom, and I wasn't affected by it. I actually kind of liked it. It was something fresh. It was a fresh take, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, there is a big change, and it may just be one of the worst things you've ever seen in your life if you're a diehard Superman fan, if you watched it back in the day. But I promise you, it is worth watching. So yeah, there's one big change, and the rest of it's just Superman. Like, literally, it's just straight out of a comic book Superman. There's nothing really changed. There's one big cameo. Supergirl comes in at the end of the movie, and you see Supergirl, Mia Alcock, I think is her name. She looks great as Superwoman. She looks great. Superwoman, sorry. She looks great. And then she explains that Krypto's her dog, and that's why Krypto's such a bad behaved dog or whatever. But yes, we get our first look at Supergirl. And yeah, post-credit scenes, you don't have to save for the post-credit scenes if you don't want to. I'll just spoil them for you right now. If it's a shot, you see it. If you look on James Gunn's like Twitter or whatever, it's National Dogs Day. It's a shot of Superman holding Krypto looking at Earth from the moon. That's just a post-credit scene. And then the second one is Superman talking to Mr. Terrific about fixing a building that broke down in the big Metropolis final battle. And Superman kind of just being like very charismatic and nice, and Mr. Terrific's kind of getting weirded out by it, and then Superman accidentally insults Mr. Terrific, and then he feels bad. But yeah, I mean, this movie was amazing. A solid 8.5, 9 out of 10. I don't care what anybody says. I will say, the plot isn't perfect. The plot is not perfect at all. Like, it is not a Interstellar, Oppenheimer level like plot where it's a 10 out of 10 the whole way through. I personally liked everything they've done, but like real movie critics aren't going to go in there and think it's literally a 10 out of 10. But me personally, I love it. And yeah, everyone should go watch it. I didn't want to talk about spoilers that much because I just want everyone to watch it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully Fantastic Four will be just as great so I can get a good movie review about that. But yeah, catch you in the next one. Peace.